Now we've got two parts to the last part of this question. We've got to find sigma r going from 1 to 4 of AR, and in part 2 show that sigma of AR going from 1 to 4 is divisible by 6, and there's 4 marks for this part of the question. Now to do this, what I've done is I've written out the first 3 terms of the sequence in terms of k. Remember, in the previous parts we had to show what A2 and A3 were. Okay, so let's just get back into this one, part 1. Now in part 1 we've got to work out this summation, so let's start with r going from 1 to 4 for AR. So what does this mean? Well, it means that when r equals 1, we've got to take A1 and add it, because of the sigma sign here, add it to when r equals 2, so that's A2, and so on, A3, and then A4. Now all we need to do is put in the values for each of these terms in the sequence. So we know that A1 is k, we know that A2 is 5k plus 3. I could put that in brackets if I wanted to, but it doesn't really make any odds. A3, 25k plus 18, 25k then plus 18, but we've got A4 here and we haven't worked that out as such. So to get A4, remember I've got to let n equal 3, so A4 would be 5A3 plus 3, so it's going to be 5 lots of A3, and A3 was this value here, so 5 lots of 25k plus 18, and then add the 3 on the end. So this is all of the term A4. So I think we should expand this bracket actually. We could group together whilst we're here the k, the 5k and the 25k, so that's going to give us 31k. That will slim it down a bit. And then we've got the 3 and the 18, so that's going to be 21. And if we expand this bracket, we've got 5 lots of 25k, so that's going to be a further 125k. And then you've got 5 lots of 18, so that's 90, and then plus the 3 on the end. So if we simplify this further, 31k and 125k is 156k, and then 21 plus 90 plus 3 comes to 114. So that's sigma of the first 4 terms, the sum of the first 4 terms of the sequence in terms of k. Now for part 2, we've got to show that this is divisible by 6. Now if it's divisible by 6, it means that 6 must be a factor of this particular value. So I'm hoping that 6 goes into both these numbers here, 156 and 114. And in fact it does. So all we've got to do for this part 2 then is just show that it factorizes. So let's just write that sigma of AR going from r equals 1 to 4, well we know from here it's equal to 156k plus 114, but if you pull out 6 goes in to 156 26 times. So we've got 26 times k. And then 6 goes into 114 19 times. Now because k is a positive integer, we know that 26 times a positive integer plus 19 will still be a positive integer. So what we've got here is 6 multiplied by another integer. So that means that 6 must be a factor then of this value. So therefore we can say divisible by 6. Divisible by 6 since 6 is a factor. Alright, and I would think that should be good enough. So I hope you've been able to follow that, and that brings us now to the end of this question.